Exactly. Okay. Right. So, yeah, last time we talked with ladies about the phrase tend to, yes,
Mhm.
which means I regularly do it. My example is at the weekend, I tend to meet up with my friends. I tend to, I don't know, go out, and I don't tend to work at the weekend.
Oh,
So,
really good.
tend to and don't tend to, yeah?
Okay.
Tend to and don't tend to. Yeah, again, which shows that it is a regular action. So, Irene, how about you? What do you tend to do at the weekends? So, this weekend was a bit unusual, right? Because you visited a nice concert and so on.
Yes.
But what do you tend to do?
And I tend to going to the
To go? Yeah, I tend to go.
to the new concert maybe in the future,
Mhm.
and I don't tend to go to the concerts such as of uh, I don't know. It's a hard rock group.
Yeah, right. Okay, okay. And do you tend to work at the weekends?
I as embryologist, I have a flexible weekend, and I have a working Saturday and a day off Sunday. Sunday. And my second day off is Monday. So
All right. Okay. So let's use tend to or don't tend to.
and I tend to go to work on Saturday, and I don't tend to go work on Sunday and Monday.
Right, right. Okay. And do you tend to study English at the weekend and do your English homework, for example?
I'm trying.
Trying,
I
yeah.
tend to, yes. I
From
tend
time to
to
time,
learn,
yes, I
yes.
tend to do it. Okay. And do you tend to cook anything interesting or unusual at the weekends, for example?
I don't know. Maybe yes, maybe no, because I have I'm very want to go to my sister in my niece, and maybe I tend to go to the meeting with my sister.
Okay. Tend to, yes, regularly. So
Yeah,
you
like
tend
tend
to go
to go.
to
Yes.
meet up your sister. Okay, that is always great to spend some time with your family members, right? Okay. And today we are going to talk about children, modern children. And you told me you have a niece or two nieces. Could you
I
remind
have
me?
two sisters, and they have summary three nieces.
Nieces, all girls, yes?
All girls,
Wow.
excuse me.
That's interesting. Okay, so you know more than children and teenagers pretty well. And today let's talk about them a bit, yes, about more than children and teenagers. And well, yes, I've got some questions for us to talk about. And first one, do you think that children play differently now compared to the past? Again, do not forget to use, yeah, to try to use tend, oops, sorry, tend to or don't tend to if it is a modern trend, yeah? Okay, so how about the first question, yeah?
I think that the modern children, tend to go important mostly in computer games. Maybe in mobile phones, and they unfortunately they don't tend to play together outdoor.
Outdoors, yeah? All right.
Yes.
And compared to the past, what do you
Ah,
think? How did we play in the past? How did we spend our time?
uh, I think that the modern children tend to the more boring games
Ah,
comparing with our childhood uh,
okay, okay.
due
Give
to the
examples.
children's the all computer games are similar without any communication, because communication is a source for different place for different emotions, for different experience of communication between children and adults. Yes.
Okay, and what games, you say that modern children play boring games. What games did we used to play that were interesting?
I don't know.
Uh-huh.
It was прятки,
Yes,
hiding,
hide and seek.
hide and seek.
Definitely. Okay.
It was I don't know, казаки-разбойники.
Yes. Which is not possible to translate into English. Yes.
It's игра on Russian means ножки, it's legs. So when the players jump on other legs
Okay.
to try to
catch.
And the other players try to don't catch it, don't be catched.
Don't be, catch is a regular verb, don't try not to be caught. Yeah.
Caught. Да. Don't be caught. Yes. And the obviously the cards.
Yes. Right.
And
well, we had many games, yeah.
Yes, very many games. Broken phones and so, yes.
Exactly. And do you think, the question number 2, do you think children get enough exercise, meaning physical exercise?
Yes, yes, absolutely. You're right. You're right. You are right. You're right. You're right. You're right, because the modern children have less sportive games.
Yeah, I remember my childhood. We played, I don't know, football, basketball, volleyball, just running and whatnot. Yes, we spent lots of time playing outdoors. Yeah, different active games. I also had a bicycle and roller skaters. Yeah, so how about modern children? Do they get enough exercise?
I don't know exactly, because my niece are very young for that games. My niece 10, 8, and 4 o'clock, or 4 o'clock years old.
Yeah.
And so
yes,
so
they
young.
are too young. All right. And the next question is also interesting. Do you think children use technology too much these days?
I don't know what means technology. Computer games, it's not technology, it's only, I don't know, it's only.
Yes, it is. Actually, this is technology as well, because it's, well, you use TV, yes, and the games console. It is technology as well. Technology is computer games, mobile phones, computers, I don't know, tablets, whatever. Yeah, so this is
okay.
technology.
Yes, it's too many for me. Yes. Obviously.
Yeah, what do they do? Yeah, tell me please, what do they do using technology?
The modern children spend too much time in the mobile phones during watching of TikTok, maybe Instagram, maybe to watch them too many, spend time in play games. Computer, maybe computer, mobile phones, and so on.
Chatting to each other, yes.
Chatting, yes.
Exactly. I definitely agree with you. Okay. And today we're going to have a look at modern teenagers. What do these pictures tell you about modern teenagers? What can you say? What is happening on the photos?
On the first picture, I see that maybe, I don't know, maybe, no, boy.
Okay, a child, we don't know.
Okay, child, jumping on the cifras. On Russian,
numbers, on the
numbers. On Russian, it's called классики.
Yeah, and in English, it's called classics.
Classics, okay, it's classics. It's on the second picture, the girl was on the it's now on the trees.
Yeah.
I don't know what's on the
No, she is climbing, or there are two
climbing.
children actually. They're climbing a tree. Do you think it is a good idea? Do you think it's safe for children?
It's a dangerous climbing. Climbing
Yeah.
is dangerous activity. So it's I don't know. If I was a parent, I will be nervously.
Yeah, that's true. Okay,
But when I was a child, I very often climbing on the trees when I was in the village on summer.
Yes, me too. I loved it very much. Yes. Okay, what about next one?
The next one, the girls have bicycles and scooters, and they, I don't know, cycling. No.
They are cycling, they are riding them. Yeah, exactly. And well, they look very happy. Yes, and they are having really good time.
Interesting, yes.
Yes, doing it together. It's active and they are also in group. Yeah, which is great. What about the last one?
The last is a more modern child.
Mhm.
The girls spend time in the planchette.
Tablet. It's called tablet.
Tablet.
Mhm.
I don't see what's, maybe it's a computer game, maybe it's chatting, maybe it's TikTok program. I don't know exactly, but it's very inactive activity.
That's true. That's true. And she's also alone. Yes, she's not
Yeah, very.
communicating with any other children on the
You're
photo.
absolutely right. Yes.
Okay, which is probably also sometimes not too bad because technology, I mean, we are surrounded by technology and children must know how to use it, right? But the amount, yes, how much they use technology, this is the question.
It's different because some children on informatic lessons don't know how to, I don't know, to use a board, to use Excel
PowerPoint or
program.
whatever.
Yeah, PowerPoint, exactly. And but they knows how to play something on high level games. I don't know.
That's true. That's true. I agree with you. So that's the question. Yes. What kind of technology and what for do they use it and how much they use it as well? Okay. Today we're going to have a look at a text. I'm going to show it differently for you like that. The text says, give kids an outside chance. Yes. I'd like you to read the text very quickly. You will have only 1 minute for that. And tell me, are any of our ideas mentioned in the text?
Okay.
So we discussed many ideas about children. Read it and tell me, is anything also mentioned in the text?
Хорошо, окей. Окей,
Yes. Okay, so are any of our ideas also in the text?
It's not easy text because simple starting, simple
Yes.
start, and very deep finish.
Yeah, no worries. We will go deeper in it. Yes, and we will check it out more. But okay, what about ideas? Yeah, is anything what we
The main,
discussed also?
the main text idea is that the children more passive now. They they have to they have the less chance to be outdoor and to have something interesting place in outdoor because it's in nowadays is more dangerous than was yearly.
Earlier.
But in other hands, they the children have don't have to patent don't patent to be outdoors.
Don't tend to.
Tend to, да, don't tend to. Yes, very good. Don't tend to be outdoor and don't to do something good, something for their development. Such in reading, because now the children reading is the less in the lesser stage, just less stepping stage.
Scale.
Yes, scale in the lesser scales, and the book is not good as it was earlier.
Well, they say they don't read for pleasure a lot. For pleasure means to enjoy it. Yes, they read quite a lot. Yeah, but maybe they read some, I don't know, for school or for reports, for something like that. Yeah, but not for pleasure.
Yes, because Mama said.
Yeah, exactly. Or the school says, yeah, and the school tells to read a lot, but the children cannot choose what they want to read. Yeah. Okay. Now I will ask you to read the text one more time, this time more carefully. Yes, and take more time for this. And look at number 2. Here are some statements. You need to find are these statements mentioned in the text or not? Some of them are mentioned, some of them not. Find out which ideas are also said in the text, okay? So you will have about 4 or 5 minutes to do it. Take your time and read it more carefully.
The last part I don't understand.
The last point or the last paragraph?
Paragraph.
Paragraph. Okay, let's look at it. Yes. What about other points?
It's okay. Normal.
Yes, it's okay.
Yes.
Let's look. So number one, could you read it, please? 75%?
Of British children spend less time. Okay, yes, I did.
75% of
physical activity. It's not true.
Or we don't know, there is no information.
No, because in the text was said that 75% of British children spend have less activity than the people in prison.
It's crazy, isn't it? It's very surprising thought, isn't it?
It's very surprising comparison.
So imagine how much time do people in prison spend time outdoors, and children spend less than that. Well, yeah, exactly. And yes, nothing said about physical activity. So this is not mentioned. Okay, number two, please.
In the past, there were not so much cars on the... Yes, it's true.
It's true. Why?
Because no, one reason for this is that from Beijing to London, there is less green space in our cities and far more traffic.
Yes, and far more traffic. That's right. And what city is Beijing?
Ну, так и есть китайский город.
Pekin. Yeah, Beijing. All right. Number three sentence.
Mobile phones gives kids more opportunities. It's not mentioned in the text, but I didn't think so because it's false.
Yes, maybe it's false. Yeah, but in the text it's not said, but it gives more opportunities for who? For children or for parents?
This the answer is about kids, but more opportunities have parents.
Parents, exactly. Yes. And let's see what they say. The second problem is worried parents. Yeah,
worried parents, and they have special apps that allow them to see where the kids are.
Yes, exactly. So they control children more.
Yeah, control. Yes.
So the mobile phones or technology give parents opportunities, not children.
Yes, not children.
Good. Number four.
Learning to deal with the problem is I don't know what to translate. Exactly.
So learning to deal with problems, то есть учиться, как вообще с проблемами обходиться, да, или как с ними, как их разруливать. Is important part, это очень важная часть взросления.
Yes, I understand. And in the text, the author mentions that they have sometimes troubles, get in the trouble when we go out, but he or she said that was good for their development.
Yes, which is okay, which is true according to this statement.
Yes.
Okay. The fifth.
I don't. Parents in Spain worry about how much their children have to read. It's false because in the text don't mention about it. And text was said that in Spanish the children in Spain the children reads more more intensely, but the quality of reading books it's worse.
Yes, exactly. But nothing that parents worry about it. Yes, no information about it. No,
I think that don't worry, but maybe quite.
We don't know. The text doesn't say. Okay, and last paragraph. Yes, I will help you with it. Okay, let's look. It seems that that kids are simply worse than they used to be, which is perhaps the thing that never changes. То есть, каждое поколение говорит о том, что дети сейчас хуже, чем были. Да?
хуже, чем были, что ли?
Хуже, чем были. И то же самое говорил Сократ.
Сократ,
This
ага.
was Socrates almost 2500 years ago. Он говорил то же самое абсолютно, да. Children now love luxury. Yes. Это 2500 лет назад он говорил, что дети любят роскошь, да.
Роскошь, ага.
They
Но
have
они
bad
имеют плохие манеры.
плохие манеры, don't respect people in authority, and chat instead of exercising, и болтают вместо того, чтобы заниматься. То есть ничего не меняется. 2500 лет назад было то же самое, да? Okay, so number 6, some things never change. It's true, yes. He said, yes, it is perhaps one thing that never changes. Correct?
Correct.
Okay, good. Now, is it better with the text? Is it easier? Yes, okay. Now, I will ask you to read it one more time, okay? And think, are these general trends also true for Russia?
Yes.
Yeah, all of them or not, okay? So please look.
Okay.
What is, are these trends true for Russia? And if yes, why? If not, why not? And think about examples. Okay, so I give you 3-4 minutes to read it again. Yes, think, maybe take notes.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we will discuss. Okay, Irin, and I will have to leave you just for 2 minutes, all right? And then we start discussing.
Okay.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, just let me know when you are ready. If you are
Okay.
ready to discuss, we can start now.
I'm ready.
Okay, so what do you think? Which trends are also true for Russia and why?
In Russia, I think more than 20% of children involved in the physical activity. Maybe in the big city, because I live in Moscow, and I know that very often each mother try to give her child dance lessons, or maybe taekwondo lessons. I don't know. It's very often.
It's true, I agree. So children usually go to different after-school clubs, yes, to do some sport activities. And definitely more than 20%, yes, maybe even like, I don't know, more than 50% of children.
Maybe yes, maybe in the big city, maybe the number is high, but I know exactly.
Okay, very good. What about other trends?
Yes, in Russia, in big cities, the square of Green Park forest dramatically reduced, and modern parents sometimes seriously worried about the children's too.
Right.
And yes, my parents sometimes does not know where I was, and the modern application for children tracking does not exist in Russia in my childhood time.
Exactly. And what do you think about this trend that the parents tend to track and control the location of their children? What do you think about it? Is that any good?
I think it's good, because now it's so dangerous from I don't know, from society.
Society, yeah.
Society, not for car, not for I don't know. It's for society, because in society, very the spies are доступны. Available. Drugs available. When we was in the B2 concert, one man says us that in the concert exists not only drinking, it exists a more heavy product. It's
So
so
anything
available
else?
because it's normal that the parents nervous about their children and tracking their communication, their society, and their friends and so on.
But on the other hand, children become irresponsible. Yes, irresponsible. What is responsible?
Ответственный.
And irresponsible.
Yes.
Yes, and another thing is I used to work, I worked with teenagers a lot previously, and my teenagers, my students, they said that they hate it when their parents track their location, or when they have special apps, because they say that it shows that the parents do not trust them, and it's no good in family relationship. So yes, my teenagers said they hate it absolutely very much.
I understand.
Yes.
But it's normal for our days.
So it's got both advantages and disadvantages, right? Okay, what other trends did you think about?
And the last in the Russian, the modern child, the read book in the less extent, and I think it will be true if I said that it's not for pleasure.
Okay. So, and what do you think generally about reading? What do children read, and how much do they read?
I don't know exactly, because
read, yeah?
I don't know exactly, because my younger niece, they have a, conversation with her mom, and договорились.
They agreed.
They agree that my niece read one book for the school, not for the pleasure, and the next book for the pleasure. But in the second book, it's such as, I don't know, 1 meter from you, the names of the film.
I don't know.
It's dramatical. It's not teenager. It's for adult people, but it's unbelievable for young brain. For it's too emotional, too dramatic, too, I don't know, 18 plus.
I see. Okay. Well, if she doesn't like, she will stop it. Yes, and maybe she will just not understand everything. Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. Fine. That's good. That's good. And now let's look at this text a little more carefully, in the point of view of grammar. This text tells us about modern trends and also about trends in the past, right? And you can see here some highlighted phrases, yeah, which show the trends in the past. Yes, please look at them and let's discuss them. All right. Oops. Okay. So let's start with the first highlighted phrase. Okay, while kids in the past would play games in the street, this is almost impossible these days. What do you think? Did kids play games in the past only once or many, many times?
In the many times. It's
times. It was there.
Normal.
Yes, it was normal.
Yes.
And it was a habit. Yes, it was something very normal. That's right. Okay, let's look here. Such things simply didn't exist when I was young. Tell me, please, I was young once or many times?
It's only once.
Only once. Okay, good. Let's look at the next one. And the parents, okay, didn't used to know where I was half of the time and never used to ask me for details.
It's a habit.
It was a habit, absolutely right. Okay, we'd sometimes go to friends' houses. Was it once or was it a habit?
It's habits.
Habit again, that's right, okay. And then they said they would go to friends' houses and often we would run around the neighborhood. Did it happen once or was it a habit?
At once. It was once.
It was once, do you think?
Yeah.
But have a look, they say, but often we'd run around.
It's no. It's a habit. It's was once about the factory.
Yeah, and yes, first of all, we'd run, and now let's look at the factory. Yes,
okay.
I remember once we even went into the factory. So this happened only
once.
Yeah, okay. Sure, we'd sometimes get into trouble. This was habit, true. Okay, and then Spain actually found that kids are reading more these days.
It was once.
Once, okay, and the kids are simply worse than they used to be.
It's constantly habits. No, it's yes.
That's right. Okay, so have a look to talk about past. What 3 forms, grammar forms, do we use here?
Used to be.
Used to. What else?
We would. Ну, как-то would.
Would and
прошедшая форма глагола.
Просто past simple, да? Okay, that's good. Now let's find out the differences between them. Yes, when do we have to use past simple, when do we use used to, and so on. Okay, and we'll look here at the rule. Here are 3 points in the rule. Sometimes something is not correct in the rule. We will try to find what is wrong. First of all, what it says, used to, would, and past simple, just what you said, can all be used to talk about things that happened in the past, but don't happen anymore. Yeah. So all of these three forms. Okay. Let's look at the first point and decide, is it all correct in this point or not? To talk about repeated past actions or events, we use used to plus infinitive, would plus infinitive, and past simple. Is it all correct? So repeated past action.
It's past simple.
Only past simple for repeated actions. Может, все правильные, может, никакой, может, не все. Yeah? Давайте проверять каждый. So, repeated actions. Used to plus infinitive.
All of this. Okay.
Maybe, I don't know. Let's check. So, repeated past actions. Used to plus infinitive. Look at the text and check it out.
Used to be. Okay. Never used to ask. Okay.
Yeah, so it's repeated. Good. So we can use used to plus infinitive. Would plus infinitive possible or not for repeated action?
Yes. We would run around. We would something go. Yes.
So it's possible. Past simple. Is it possible for repeated past action?
Yes. Yes. No. Once we went and Spanish actually found it's not repeated, it's only once.
But actually we can use past simple for repeated actions as well, right? It's possible, of course. Yes, we can use it as well. We don't have probably the examples here, but we can. So in this point, everything is correct. Let's check the next one. To talk about past states. What are states?
Состояние.
Состояние, глаголы состояния. Например, be, have и так далее. Can we use used to plus infinitive?
Yeah, used to be, yes.
Used to be, yes. How about would?
Would. I don't.
Have a look. Would play, it's action. Would go, also action. Would run, action. So would is not
good.
Possible. Not possible with state verbs. So would we use only with action words. And past simple, is it possible to use with state verbs?
I was alone. I don't know.
Yeah. I was young. Yeah.
Was young, yes.
Possible. Okay, so only would was wrong here. What about the next one? To talk about single event in the past. So something happened only once. We use used to, would, or past simple.
Yes.
When something happened only once.
It's past simple.
Only past simple, yeah. Would and used to show that something was happening regularly.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So past simple and would we use to show that something happened regularly. Good.
Okay.
And of course, as it is the past form, for example, I used to be, I don't know, I used to be happy when I don't know, when I was at school. Of course, we can use it also in negative form. Yeah, just the way like we do any other past simple negative. Look, please, at this part, the last part of the rule. Where we speak about negatives, yeah? Make negatives of used to using...
Can you down?
You can see, right?
Yes, okay, I.
Okay, one moment. Like that?
Yes, thank you.
И давайте даже чуть-чуть побольше.
Спасибо.
That's good. All right. So here, this part is for negatives. Yeah. So how can we make negatives? Please read about it. So to make negative just as usual, just with like with other words, didn't used to or never used to. Look at the text. Do we have these examples?
My parents. No, didn't exist. Never used.
Didn't used to know and
never used to ask.
Never used to ask. Absolutely right. Okay. And of course, if we can make negatives, we can also make questions, obviously. And for questions, we use did. Yeah. So the question is, did you used to go out on your own when you were a kid? Did you used to? Okay. Is any information new for you here?
It's structured.
Yeah, structured.
Yes.
I'm sure you know about used to. Maybe would is a little new thing, right? Would is the same as used to, but only with action words. Yeah, but generally it's all the same. Okay, let's practice it. Let's practice it. Okay, one moment. And we are going to start to practice some pronunciation. And what do we need to remember here is how we pronounce this D. And do we pronounce it and do we hear it everywhere or not? And T. I will ask you now only to listen and decide where do you hear D and where you don't hear D. Okay, only listen now.
Unit 2, Recording 7. 1.
I used to walk to school on my own.
2. We'd go to the library every weekend. 3.
When I was young, we'd eat fish every Friday.
4. I'd always spend the holidays with my grandparents.
Okay, where do you hear it?
I used, it's totally.
I used to walk. Do you hear only D or I used to? T. I used to. Да, то есть D, он практически... We don't hear it really. Okay, we'd go.
T.
Yeah, okay. We'd go. Оглушаем до T, да? Eat fish. Eat fish. Eat fish. Ага. Вообще оно почти пропадает, да? Eat fish.
Да.
Ф больше оглушает. Окей.
Yes.
Spend the holiday.
Опускается оно.
Вообще не слышно.
Слышается, да.
Ага. And my grandparents.
Она вообще не произносится как будто.
Yeah, okay. So, and that means и тут тоже, да, потому что to.
Used to, да, yeah, да.
To. That means if we have the consonant sound p, t after, we don't usually pronounce. Have a look. Yeah.
Just to.
So then we usually don't pronounce t and d clearly.
Okay? По-русски, если мы впереди имеем согласную, то мы, соответственно...
Да, причем какая-то согласная. Т, п.
Глухая.
Глухая согласная, абсолютно точно. Да? И тогда они в основном
Упускается
редуцируется,
чуть-чуть.
да,
Ага, притапливается.
Yeah, exactly. Потому что тяжело, ну, неудобно произнести две глухие согласные подряд, придется делать паузу. В английском они не любят паузы делать, да? Тогда бы пришлось сказать used to, да, мы их не можем соединить никак.
А если we began, we with, да, того это звонко же гласно. Всё, окей.
Да. Или смотрите, например, grandparents вы не можете слитно произнести. Именно поэтому одна падает, да? Grandparents. Yeah, so that is why the second consonant will be heard better. Okay, now let's listen and repeat these sentences. Okay, listen and repeat.
Unit 2, Recording 7. 1.
I used to walk to school on my own.
Repeat, please.
I used to walk to school on my own. А что значит on my own?
On my own, alone, without anyone. Only me.
On,
2. We'd go to the library every weekend.
We'd
go to the library every weekend.
Very good. We'd go. Да, надо соединить их. We'd go. Okay.
3.
When I was young, we'd eat fish every Friday.
When I was young, we'd как?
We'd eat
fish every Friday.
Very good.
4. I'd always spend the holidays with my grandparents.
И тут тоже, Даня, упускается я.
I'd always spend the holiday with my grandparents.
Yeah, that's right. Very good. So why do we need to know it? Why do we need to remember it? Because when you listen to people, they will not pronounce every letter. Yes, sometimes some letters are just missing out. Yeah, and when we speak in English, try to link the words together. Yes, for example, spend the holiday. И ничего страшного в том, что последняя буква улетает. Да? Главное их все link together. Или used to walk, right? Spend the holiday. Okay? Right. Now let's give it all a try. Here is a little text about a technology. Please ignore the forms. Could you read very quickly and tell me what technology is the text about? Yes, all right. So what technology is it about?
It's about mobile connection. Technology.
Yeah, well, actually mobile phones. Yeah,
mobile phone, yes.
Mobile phones. Okay. Now I will ask you to read it again more carefully and choose which answers are correct. Sometimes 2 answers are correct, sometimes only 1. Okay, so work alone, look at the text and decide which is correct.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay, brilliant. Let's read it and decide which answers are correct. Okay, begin. My life.
It used to be much more complicated before I got my first mobile phone.
Okay, yeah. So can you say would be?
Maybe, yes, but because it's
Be.
repeated. Oh, just.
But be is a state verb.
No. It's yes, two or past simple, yes, only.
Yes,
State.
used to.
It's second.
And number two, can you say?
It's it was once.
Once, exactly. Very good. Okay, next one.
In those days, I arranged.
Sorry. In these days, I
always arranged.
Uh-huh.
Exactly where and when to meet my friends, and we tried our best to get there on time.
Okay, let's look at number three. I always arranged. Can you say I would always arrange?
Вполне, потому что repeated.
Repeated action and action. Yes, it's an action verb, so it's good. Number four, and we tried.
Тоже habit.
Used to try is correct also,
Yes.
yeah? Okay, let's go on. Five.
Sometimes we would wait. Yeah, we would wait house for people to turn up. I remember once rang a friend's mom to tell her I was going to be late, and my friends then called home to see if there had been any message, because it was only once.
Yes, this 6, 7 was once. What about number 5? Sometimes we would wait. Can you say used to wait?
Да, repeat.
Also possible. Yes, right. Okay, here, people.
Yeah, people didn't think like that then. Вот это я не поняла по-русски, что значит на самом деле.
People did things, то есть люди делали вещи, ну, похожие на это, да, то есть позвонить, проверить, там, кто-нибудь мне звонил.
Со следующим я не уверена. Я сказала, I would know.
But no, what kind of verb is it? Is it state verb or action verb?
Ну, вот я не особо поняла, как это, типа, что я загружал свои, как бы, телефонные номера из сердца, вот как-то вот, но тогда это...
Окей, помогу вам, да, тут новенькие слова. Я также знал loads of phone numbers,
тогда
много.
Это state.
So I also...
knew тогда.
Knew, okay, we don't say. I also knew. Loads means a lot of.
Я подумала, что это типа загруженных, типа.
Окей, много. Loads
of phone numbers by heart.
And by heart означает вся вот эта фразочка. By heart, наизусть.
Наизусть.
By heart, yes. So that means answer is I also knew loads of phone numbers by heart.
Okay.
Now,
I can hardly remember my own. It's funny. Thought, because even thought I now carry my phone everywhere. I actually think would call my friends more back then. Вот я не поняла, то есть именно то, что вот как бы почему концовка такая, что я действительно думаю.
Да, что я тогда звонила еще чаще своим друзьям, чем сейчас.
Понятно.
And do you think called is also correct?
Yes, it's habits. I guess it's because we never used to have emails, text, or messaging apps.
And can you say wouldn't have?
Yes.
Are you sure? What about have? What verb is it?
It's state. It's state.
So we can't. Yes, we can't use it. Okay, yes. So he says, yeah, we didn't used to chat. We used to phone each other. Yes, and we used to phone each other more often. Okay, so and mobile phone is one of the examples of technology that changed our life quite a lot. Yes. What do you think? What other technology has changed our lives?
Changing our life. It's a delivery service.
Delivery, yeah.
I don't know.
Delivery service.
Продукты.
Food,
Bakery.
yeah.
Food delivery service. It's booking service because when I was young, my parents and with their children, I travel to the new city without any, I don't know,
Reservation, yeah.
reservations. Yes.
Mhm.
Now for me it was disgusting. It was inappropriate and very cool and brave. Okay.
So they used to be a lot more adventurous, yes.
No adventure. It's a Zoom conference.
Yes, or any other, yeah, okay, Zoom conference. And I would also mention any other educational platforms, yeah?
Yes.
Online.
It's online communication. Online, I don't know.
Let's say education or professional communication, yes?
In professional, yes. I don't know. Interactive life, I don't.
Yes, online education and online professional
meeting, I don't know, all this.
professional communication.
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
What's more?
Yes, so definitely different sorts of tablets, yes, and
yes, it's
computers, of course.
Rent a car, rent a bike, I don't know, all of this.
Tablets, okay, rent a car, different rentals.
Yes, different rentals.
Rent a car, rent a bike, yeah.
Yes, rent a building.
Yes, rent a car, rent a bike, and and others. Okay, any more ideas?
I don't know.
I
don't know.
Okay. Yeah, well, I think these are the most common, yes, technology that have changed our lives, probably. Yeah, for me personally, it's very interesting, online education and online communication, yes, because now I work with doctors and I hear that a lot of doctors give online consultations, yeah, online, and it's very interesting. We didn't used to have anything like that, yes, but nowadays it's so easy and it's so, well, I mean, common. Of course, internet was not so developed before, right? And it was not developed at all. Internet, yeah. So maybe this is it.
No, internet, of course.
Of course, yes. Computers, of course.
Passive investing.
Sorry?
Passive investing.
Yeah.
Investigation, I don't know.
Right. Investment, yeah.
Investment, yes.
That's right. What do you think for you? Which of these things have changed your life the most?
All of this, but in the most delivery service.
Okay.
Because my profession is in the lab only, without any online professional communication. Is the only part of my professional life. And booking service, online education, online professional communication, but it's the lesser extent.
In the less extent, okay. How about
tablets? Tablets, of course.
Tablets, of course, yeah, because without tablets, we cannot have any online communication and professional. Well, we need tablet or computer or, mobile phone as well, but not that much convenient, yes, for that.
And for work, tablets, it's very important.
Yeah, definitely. As a homework, I will ask you to choose, let's say 1, 2, or 3, it's up to you. Yes, you can combine them together. And I will ask you to write a similar text. How this technology, this piece of technology changed your life. What did you used to do or would do? And what do you tend to do nowadays, yeah? And I will remind you to use for present habit the word tend to or the opposite, don't tend to. Yeah? For instance, I don't tend to go shopping anymore because I just tend to make a phone call or go online and make some delivery. And I don't have to wait for long, yes, because delivery service is very quick now. Yeah. So for past forms, we would use would, used to, and past simple. For present habits, tend to, don't tend to, we can also use such words like from time to time, time to time, usually, often, as a rule, yes, and stuff like that. Yes. Okay. Right. So this will be the main and most interesting part of the homework. Yes. And next time we are going to start with these discussions. All right.
Okay.
Can I close it now?
Yes, I take a photo.
Okay, that's great. And another part will be also to have a look at the same text we read about children today. And I'd like you to read it again at home and be ready to retell the text. Yes, so read it again, check out again, and be ready to.
I have it.
Yes, be ready to retell it. Okay.
Okay.
That's great. So I guess we're going to finish with it for today. Yes? I'm going to post all the homework as usual on Telegram. And thanks very much for joining in, and see you on Thursday then.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
So have a good evening. Bye-bye.